spotted a couple more items. You got this Mucha Lucha, the return of El Malefico. This is probably my favorite one that they had here. The Rebel Alliance, you got R2-D2, Luke. They've got a copy of Batman Forever. Big fan of Batman.
What's up guys, it's Austin and we are back with another episode of my $10 Nintendo collection series. We're looking to continue our process of buying items for cheap, flipping them for profit, and then buying Nintendo games to build up a huge collection. To start off this week, I wanted to go over a particular eBay topic. I've been seeing some of the questions in my comments as to why I ship and list items a specific way, and I just wanted to go over some of the reasons why I choose to do free shipping on my eBay listings. So what does this mean? When I am listing items on eBay, I am putting a price on the item and putting the shipping as 0. So the buyer does not have to pay anything for shipping. And there's many reasons as to why I choose to do it this way. The way that I view it is, as a buyer in that perspective, how much are they willing to pay for a specific item? So if you took a game like We Play, which is a pretty popular game but doesn't really sell for too much, a buyer is only willing to pay around $10 for that game. So as a seller, I have two options as to how I want to go about listing it up on eBay. I could choose to list the item at $10 straight up and then put free shipping, allowing the buyer to not have to pay anything for shipping but just $10 for the item. Or if I wanted to include shipping, I would have to list the item at around $5 or $6 and then charge a $4 or $5 shipping fee. Either way, it kind of adds up to the same thing. I've been shipping items for a while now, so I have a good idea of how much shipping costs already. So me, I prefer listing the item at $10 and just including the shipping in that price cost. There's a few reasons as to why I choose to do it this way. Number one, I feel like putting free shipping makes the listing more attractive to viewers and buyers. They don't have to actually calculate the shipping. It's just straight up what they will have to pay. I don't know if this is actually true or not, but just going off what my gut says. Number two, this just makes it a lot easier for me to display it in my videos. I try to make my videos as simplistic as possible so that every viewer can watch and understand it. So I could just straight up say the buyer paid this much for the item, and this is how much I had to pay out of my pocket for the shipping. And then lastly, I just try to list my items for a little under what the buying price is. The purpose of my challenge is to try to list and sell as many items as quick as possible. That's the only way for me to do it so that I can build up my game fund and continue to go out and hunt and thrift for items each and every week. But yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on free shipping versus charging for shipping on items for eBay listings. I don't think there's any right or wrong way of doing it. It's all based on personal preference.
Back at our game showcase, and we just made one quick sale. We sold this Sony PlayStation Move controller, only one of them. This one sold for $15.50 and we picked it up for I think $2 at the flea market. We're back with another update. Just sold a game, and it's going to be this Hot Shots Golf Out of Bounds on the PS3. This one sold for around $15 and we picked it up for like $3 at a thrift store. After eBay fees and shipping, this is how much we'll get to add back to our game fund. Here we are on to our next Goodwill, and in the media section, looking for some games or some items that we could flip. Got a bunch of Wii games over here, so it's good sight to see Nintendo games. We got this Cooking Mama World Kitchen game. Started seeing this one a little bit pop up recently. I don't really think it goes for too much. I've actually never played these Cooking Mama games, but I'm assuming it's just, fun like point and cook type of game for the Wii. Getting your ingredients, mixing, things like that. May consider that one. We got this Family Game Night Hasbro with Mr. Potato Head. For some reason, he's in like every single game or every single mini game in this. You got Connect 4, Battleship, Yahtzee, Boggle, Sorry, and Sorry Slide. Not bad, I guess. Developed by EA, actually. So, yeah, that's pretty cool to see. We got a Barbie game. Pretty sure these are not worth much, and not interested in picking that up. Major Minions Majestic March. Probably just a kids game. Attention, aspiring drum majors of the world. So, I guess it's like a drumming game. You guys let me know if any of these are good. This Disney's Princess Enchanted Journey actually is an interesting one. Does hold a little bit of value, around like 10 to 15. I even seen some go as much as like $20. So really good condition too. It's got the manual and everything, the discs. Next game we got is NCAA Football 09 All Play. I rarely see these NCAA games, but it looks like it's more mascots playing. I mean, it's got a mascot on the cover, but the new NCAA just came out, so I wonder if these all went down in value as well. It does come with a manual. Checked on eBay and goes for around like 10 to 15. I'd be lucky to get around 15 for it, so may consider this one as well. So these are the three that I'm considering here. There's no price tag on it, so we'll just bring it up and see how much they scan these up as. They also have this NHL game in here, which isn't worth checking. Destiny, you got Test Drive. This is interesting, but the game is actually not in here. It's just that, whatever that is. In the shoe section, and I actually found a couple more things. I just kind of grabbed it and brought it over here. They actually had a couple of like sealed Star Wars figures, some decent ones as well. You got this Mandalorian one. This is probably my favorite one that they had here. The Rebel Alliance. You got R2-D2, Luke, Chewbacca, Han, and Princess Leia. And I guess it's Celebrate the Saga. This one I'm kind of debating on. It does go for around like 20 to 30. New condition like this, but the box isn't really in the greatest condition. For $5, I think shipping is probably going to cost me close to like $5 to $10 as well, so probably won't be making too much out of this anyways, so may end up passing on that. Found some shoes, some Adidas NMDs. They're not in the worst condition, but the traction is still okay. Was debating on this one too because this is priced at $6.99. Yeah, I think NMDs just don't move that well on eBay, so probably gonna end up skipping on that. Just gonna go ahead and grab these three games while I'm here. Hello. Let's see how much these were. Out here at a Goodwill in the media section. This Goodwill I don't come to too often. It's on the south side of Milwaukee. But they usually have like a good row of games down here on this shelf. We got some DS games, this Pets Resort, really not interesting at all. All games are like $5 and up, which is crazy. It's probably why they still have a lot of games, but a lot of shovelware, Wii games, just nothing really too interesting. Scan through this and there's like one game that I might consider grabbing, and it's gonna be this Skylanders Trap Team on the Xbox One for $7. That's a really high price, but it does value for around 20 to 30, so I should at least be able to double up on this. It's just the first item that I found so far. I'll keep digging around though, see what else I can find. You got 2K11 on the Xbox 360. They got like a Rainbow Six game right here as well. I'm pretty sure these don't hold too much value. And then a Sims game right here. Also saw this WWE Greatest Stars of the 90s. These are always super fun to see. Stone Cold vs. Undertaker, Sting vs. Bret Hart, Triple H and The Rock, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan. So all your favorite wrestlers on this DVD set. Let's take a peek and see what they have up on these shelves at the front. This is where I found some Super Nintendo games here last time, but unfortunately this time around I'm not seeing much. Got some Funko Pops from Riverdale. Got some shoes up there, this Hot Wheels. Not sure what that is, but that is a huge box. And then they got these really old Mickey Mouse spinning thingies. I remember these as a kid, but I have no idea what they really were. It's like you press this lever and it just spins like that. Wow. Who else remembers this little toy thing right here? Really cool. But yeah, looked around, didn't really find much else at this stop, so we'll probably just be picking this one up. Hello, just this one. I'm good. Just $5.
Just
That
$5?
works. Yeah.
So that represents $2.34 whenever you're ready.
Okay. Back at our game showcase, and it's been kind of slow in terms of sales. I really haven't been selling too much, but I did just sell a bunch in like one day. So the first item we sold is this Gears of War comic book, a really fun one, a fun pickup. We sold this one for around $18, and we picked it up for like $3 at a thrift store. The second item we sold is going to be down here, some heavy hitter games actually. We sold this Trine 4 game. This one sold for around $28, and we picked it up for like $5 at a GameStop. And then the third game we sold is also down here. It's going to be Fear 2. This is in like semi-new condition. It's still got this new sticker on the side. Sold this one also for around $28, and we picked it up for about like $6 or $7 at the flea market. Gonna get these packaged right away. After eBay fees and shipping, this is how much we'll get to add back to our game fund. It's been a big score for me out here at the bins this week. I'm just gonna keep digging around. Maybe I do find something big on camera for you guys. I'm kind of just looking for anything that's profitable. What is this? iWork? Apple products. Okay, got a Skylander Swap Force on the Wii U. Probably not worth much, but yeah, may end up passing up on that. Got another Wii game. This is bow hunting. Is this? We'll hang on to that, or we'll just kind of start a pile on this side, come back to it. Made our way to the bins this week. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been here, but actually got a big score here, which is great. Came at like later on in the day. I guess they must have just switched these out. I haven't even looked in this bin yet. Got some stuff right here. Just an empty case, but dug through one of the bins already. It was a huge score. So I got my stack right here. We got Pokemon Moon. This is just a case in the manual, and apparently the case in the manual goes for around like 10 to 15 bucks. All the items in these bins are $1 a piece, so we'll go ahead and grab that. We got Call of Juarez. This is actually a game that I've been really wanting to pick up. I think I picked up the sequel to this game, but never got the original game because the price did go up on it. So this one might be one that I pick up just to keep. If not, I could possibly throw it up on eBay. I don't know how much it even goes for. I think some of these games I might just trade in too. We got this X-Men Destiny game. Apparently it's sealed still. A bit dirty, but yeah, for $1, definitely have to grab that. We got Smash Bros for Wii U. Again, I already picked up a lot of these games, but these could be great for trading in. I'm getting them for $1, and they definitely go for more than that. Yeah, same with Pokken Tournament. This one also has a Wii Sports in here. So I found a copy of Wii Sports loose. I'll probably end up throwing it in a separate case just so that I can get another case. But the game is in here. We got, huge scores so far. Found this Knights game. I think I did get some of this stuff on footage. Never played these Knights game. It's a Sega game, decently popular. We'll go ahead and pick that up and add to our collection. We got Splatoon. I didn't even pick this up yet, and we're definitely going to pick it up and add to our collection. One of the more popular Wii U games. Found this Force Unleashed 2. This one apparently does hold some value, around 10 to 15, so may either trade it in or just put it up on eBay. Found this New Super Mario Bros. DS, just the case and manual. Debating on this a little bit. Does have some value, around 10 to 15, but may end up passing on it. And then I got some other interesting items. I got this DVD Pushing Daisies, second season, just brand new and sealed. Scanned it up and goes for around like 10 to 15. So for $1, we'll go ahead and grab that. So for our stack right now, we've got like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish items. Really great time for me to have come here and got a nice score of items. We'll continue looking around. Don't want to stop here. I haven't looked in this bin yet and some of the other bins, so we'll see what else we can find. Just continuing my dig through and Spotted a couple more items. You got this Mucha Lucha, the return of El Malefico. Used to watch Mucha Lucha all the time on 4Kids TV after school. So it's cool to be able to see this like on DVD. This one actually holds a little bit of value too. Goes from around like 10 to 15. So that's awesome to see. And then secondly, we got this Your Walt Disney World Vacation Starts Here VHS, brand new and sealed still. It's got an address right here. I'll try to cover that up actually. But there are a lot of listings for like pre-owned and some new, and they go up as high as like 20 to 40 bucks. I'm definitely considering grabbing this, but it's got an address on here and a name, and I don't want to reveal that. So yeah, that sucks. I think I am gonna pass up on that. Oh, I got like 10 of these. Yeah. Yeah. Out here at a half price books this week. Just looking for some games to maybe add to our collection. Not expecting to find anything profitable here, but they have a good amount of games here. They just have like 2 shelves now. I think they used to have 3, but kind of squished it all together. Already scanned through a lot of this stuff, and there was a couple games that definitely caught my eye. There's this Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. I know some of these Dragon Ball Z games are exclusive on the 360. Not sure about this one, but 30 bucks, I think that's a little high. Down here in the Switch section, there's a couple of games, and this WWE Battlegrounds, 2K Battlegrounds for 10 bucks. I feel like that's a decent deal. Anytime I can find Switch games for 10 bucks, I usually pick them up, so we'll hang on to this for now. A couple of DS games, some Wii U games. But down here, was just kind of looking around, and they had a Mario Kart Wii for 20 bucks, which is a really good price for this actually. It usually goes for around 25 to 30. So anyone looking for this game for 20 bucks, definitely come to half price books. Mario Strikers is one that, always want to pick up. I want the one on the GameCube, so I'm hoping that'll be like the last Mario game that I pick up if I ever come across it or find it. They've got some Wii Sports Resorts down here, one for 30 and one for 27. Small GameCube selection. A couple of PlayStation 1 games. They've had this here for like the longest. 27 bucks. Is that a good price for the greatest hits version? Looking back here now, they got a PlayStation 5 for $450 with Spider-Man 2. And then also this Days Gone Collector's Edition. If I play the game, this might have been interesting for me, but still haven't played that game yet. Over here, they actually have a couple of cartridge Nintendo games hanging on here, and dug through some of this already. These are all like $5 they're marked at. I don't think there's anything too crazy for the NES, but for the Super Nintendo, they have this Stanley Cup game, this Battle Clash game, and then behind that they've got a copy of Batman Forever. Big fan of Batman, love the movies, all the movies, the old trilogy, the new trilogy, and for $5 I think that's a good price. So could just be a fun game to add to the collection while I'm here. Oh my god, they actually have some Game Boy Advance games too. This Crash Bandicoot for $6. But yeah, nothing too crazy. May just end up checking out with these 2 items for about 15 bucks. But gotta show you guys this. This is their higher end case. They actually have some boxed NES games. Super Mario Bros. 3 and 2 and the Yoshi game along with Legend of Zelda. So can't believe Half Price Books is actually selling this stuff here. Haven't seen that Tatsunoko and vs. Capcom game before. But absolutely had to show you guys this.
And just like that, guys, we're back in the game room. I'd say it was a pretty good week of pickups. We didn't pick up too much, but we got some pretty nice scores. Let's start off with the games that we picked up from Goodwill. We went to 2 Goodwills and found a couple of games. We got some Wii games, this Cooking Mama World Kitchen. These don't really hold too much value. Could be one that I do decide to trade in. We picked up 2 more Wii games that actually do have some value. We got this Disney Princess Enchanted Journey. Not sure why this has some value, but it goes for around $15-ish. And then also this NCAA 09 football game goes for around like 10 to 15. So we'll decide to put these up on eBay and see how well they do. At the second Goodwill, we only found 1 game, unfortunately, but it was a pretty nice score. We got this Skylanders Trap Team on the Xbox One. All these Skylander games apparently do hold some value still on the Xbox One and PS4. We actually got a $5 discount on this. Whenever I spend over $100 at a Goodwill, they give me a $5 coupon to use whenever, and so just decided to use it on this game. I've already spent over $100 in this series alone, so yeah, we got this for like $2. Next, I'm going to go over the huge haul of games that we got from the Goodwill Outlet bins. I never scored this big, and really happy that I went. Most of these probably will just be used to flip or trade in, but there's a couple in here that I will be adding to the Nintendo collection. The first game we got is this Pokemon Moon. It's just the case and manual. For $1, it was definitely worth it because it does still go for around 15 bucks on eBay. We did get 1 DVD series, I guess, this Pushing Daisies complete second season. I've never seen this TV show before, but yeah, it currently does go for around 15 as well. It's brand new. Then we got some games that I'm actually going to keep in my collection. We got Splatoon on the Wii U, one of the more popular Wii U games. I remember when this released, it was definitely a big hit. The big multiplayer shooter game, there's a lot of paint and covering territories. I've never actually played these games, but I only heard great things from them. And then the second game we're adding is Knight's Journey of Dreams. This is actually a story prequel to the Sega Saturn game, the original Knights into Dreams. These games are action adventure games. I don't know if you can consider them platformer games since there aren't really any platforms in them. You kind of just fly around, and the cutscenes and animations for this Wii game is actually really nice. I've never played it, so I can't really talk too much about the actual gameplay. We got another Wii game called X-Men Destinies. Looks like some kind of like create your own character type of thing. Fight alongside or against the X-Men based on the choices you make. Next, we got some Wii U games that we already have in our collection. I bought them simply to trade in. These were $1 a piece, so I know they have a little more value than that. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. I think this one is missing a manual, so hopefully we can find a place that does take games without manuals. And then Pokken Tournament, the popular Pokemon Tekken mixture. We got a really nice score with this Wii Sports at the bins. I decided to just throw it into this outdoor double pack game, I guess, for the Wii. This is like a hunting and extreme fishing game. Would have been great to actually get this game, but the disc was missing, so just threw it in the case. And then we picked up 2 Xbox 360 games. We got Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. This one actually does go for around 10 to 15. We'll debate if I want to put this up on eBay, if I want to spend time listing it, but could add this to our trade-in pile. And then Call of Juarez Bound in Blood. I'm a big fan of Western style games. Big thanks to like Red Dead Redemption, one of my favorite games. Would definitely like to check out this series of games as well. Heard some good things about this. And then we just made a stop to Half Price Books. Sometimes you can find some great game deals there. We picked up 2 games. We got a Super Nintendo game for $5. This is Batman Forever. This game is actually like a beat 'em up, side scroller type of game. The character model and animations are kind of funny because they based it off of like Mortal Kombat. So just the video picture of how the character models look and also their stance, it looks a lot like a Mortal Kombat game. Big fan of Batman though, so happy to add this to the collection. And then lastly, we just got a Nintendo Switch game called WWE Battlegrounds. This is more of an arcade style WWE game. You got the old wrestlers, you got the new wrestlers, and it just looks like a good time. But yeah guys, that pretty much wraps up our episode. I'm gonna go ahead and add all of this to our shelf right now. I don't think we have any games that we can tally up on our list. That's okay, some weeks we just won't be able to do that, but really happy with this week's pickups. That's pretty much all I got though. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all next week.